Welcome to the demo of my new Smart Geofencing WordPress plugin. And I want to dive right in by talking about the problem that I'm trying to solve. So the problem that I'm trying to solve is twofold. Really, the first one is signups on the website were incredibly hard to track as far as conversions. When you're doing any kind of advertising campaign, be it on Google, Facebook, Instagram, etc., you need to be able to track what's working and what's not. You need to be able to track those conversions. And a big problem is that the signups, when in the way that the standard setup is, when somebody were to go to a sign up for any dry cleaner, you would move from your URL over to the smart URL. So if I were to have clicked up, sign up with the old way, what would happen would we'd end up here at greenercleaner.smartapp.com. And so we are now on a smart owned URL. And because these are two different websites, the user clicks on an ad, ends up at my website. But then when they go to the sign up, they're no longer on our site. And so we can't do tracking on the smart website. It's not our site to track. So it becomes impossible to track conversions. So that's one problem that I'm looking to solve. The second problem that I'm trying to solve is that whenever you're dealing with online signups, you want that experience to be as frictionless as possible. And one problem that I experienced for the entire time that we had the standard setup was that Smart did an okay job of trying to figure out where customers belonged on our routes, but it didn't necessarily do the job correctly all the time. And so that became a problem where we'd have to go back and correct things for our customer or assign them to the correct route before they're even able to request pickups. And that caused some friction that lowered our conversion rate, turning people who are interested in the service into actual paying customers. So let me show you what I mean. In this example address, 6424 West Howard in Niles, Illinois, first I'm just going to show you where that should fall on our routes. And this first screen that I'm going to show you is actually just a Google Maps page. So I'm going to plug this in 6424 West Howard, and we're going to see where this goes. Okay, I'm going to click on that, and you can see I'm going to back out just a little bit, and this is solidly in our gray area here on our maps. And this visual representation just shows all the different routes that we have set up. We currently have 9 routes set up, and each color, as you can see over here by the key, each color corresponds to a specific route and specific days. So this address that's sitting right here in our green should be plotted right here on our Wednesday and Saturday Route 3. Now, what happens is when you actually go through the process of completing this sign up and you go into Smart, what happens is when you click on the sign up here, which I've already done, this is exactly how Smart plotted them. Smart plotted them onto a different route called Will Call Daily Stops. So it's not the correct route. The setup is wrong, and the customer actually getting plotted on this particular route, it's allowing them to request a pickup on any day of the week. So the customer has been plotted onto the wrong route. Now, what does that do for us? Well, let's continue on with the sign up. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in dummy credit card information, complete the sign up, and see what the customer experience would be. Okay, so this is allowing us to choose an appointment date. Well, this is allowing me to choose, let's say I want a pickup. This particular customer is actually on a daily route that they've been assigned to. So they are getting the option of any single day that they want. So I'm going to go ahead and complete this and just go ahead and finish this off. Confirm. Now the sign up comes in and the route request comes in. And you can see that this customer, who is currently on the will call route, has requested a pickup for Monday, the 19th. Now, the problem is, if we go back to where this customer actually lives, this customer actually lives in a Wednesday and Saturday route area. So we don't service this area on Mondays, and this causes a problem. Now we have to go back and we have to contact the customer, explain to them that the website plotted them on the wrong route. we have to assign them to the correct route, causing the very first experience with our company to be a potentially a negative one. So that's the second problem that I wanted to avoid and change. So what's the fix for these two problems that I'm trying to solve? Well, the first problem is solved through the Smart API signup form that we designed over the last year or so. And essentially, with this, customers who sign up on the Greener Cleaner website no longer sign up on a different URL. They no longer move from being on the Greener Cleaner site to being on greenercleaner.smartapp site. They stay on the Greener Cleaner site, and the signup is all done through the API signup form that we developed. So this is what that looks like. So first things, this is just part of my website. This isn't part of the form, but this first step on the site just plots their address. And so I'm going to go ahead and put in the same address that we used before, 6424 West Howard in Niles. And I'm going to go ahead and say test API sign up, and I got to use a unique phone number, so I'm going in order here, test API sign up, and just in case I haven't used that before. Okay, all right, so we have the address plotted in here. It does take just a couple of seconds for the API to connect, and that's done now. All right, and what we're going to see now is, look at this. My calendar pops up, and check this out. We can already see that this is kind of a smarter sign-up process than we had before, because this is giving the customers the ability to request a pickup, and it's only allowing them to request pickups on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Because when we input that address in that very, very first step there, it plotted it, connected to the API in the back end, and it knows that this customer is on a Wednesday and Saturday schedule. So let's just go ahead and say, I want to schedule the pickup for Wednesday the 21st, and I'm just going to put in test entry instructions and test cleaning instructions. All right, we're going to go to the next step here. We're going to put in that fake credit card. All right, and we're going to go ahead and submit the form. And so the signup is now completed. We're going to go to our thank you page, and we're going to take a look and see what pops up in Smart Now. And so here we go. We can see the customer has popped up, and you can see that already the correct route has been assigned. We can see from the admin screen that we are assigned to the correct group. And this is something that could be unique to Greener Cleaner. We assign all of our route customers to a group, Greener Cleaner routes, but the agent is the route that they're assigned to. We can see that their route information is correct. They're on the will call, and they're already assigned to Route 3 Wednesday, Saturday, and their pickup is already set. And we can also see that the entry instructions and the cleaning instructions have been properly saved. So with this solution, we have already solved two issues with really one solution. We've solved the conversion tracking issue because all these signups are occurring on the Greener Cleaner website. So every conversion that happens when you're doing online advertising and you have an ad from, let's say, Google Ads, and you click that ad to get to the Greener Cleaner website, and then you finalize that action by actually going through the sign-up process and getting to that thank you page, that success page. That conversion action happened all on the Greener Cleaner site, and so we're able to track those conversions accurately and see what's working and what's not working in our marketing and advertising. And then secondarily, the sign-up process is much more frictionless. You have the ability for a customer to be automatically plotted on the correct route and request pickups on the service days that they should be assigned to. So the entire process is much more trackable and much more frictionless for the user. And here's what the plugin looks like. So as you can see, I have created essentially an exact replica of the way that my routes have been plotted for many years, although previously we had to do everything manually. But this is what my routes look like on Google Maps. These are the actual master, if you will, list of our routes and what they look like. And here is the copy that we created on the back end of the website in this smart geofencing plugin. And so let me show you how easy it is to create and add new routes. So I'm going to go ahead and add a route here. And so we're just going to follow the steps. We're going to name the route. So we're going to name this test route. Okay. And we're just going to pick a color. I'm going to pick, I don't know, let's pick a dark purple here. Okay. And the smart route ID is simply going to correspond to the actual route that you have set up, right? So within Smart, in the delivery area, all of your routes have a route ID. So essentially, you're just finding the route that you want to plot on this map, finding the route ID and plugging it in. Okay. And so I'm going to just call this 99 just because we're just playing around. The weekdays that are run is just really for your information, and go ahead and hit create. And now we have the draw the geofence. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to click this, and I'm going to draw my first geofence here. Okay, and then when you're done, hit finish. Okay, and hit create. All right, and now you can see that this route has been created. It's as simple as that. And already, the system already knows if there is a user that would sign up in this particular area, and that person's address was plotted in that part of the map, then what the system would do would be to go into the route list, see where that corresponded to, say, oh, okay, it corresponds to the test route. It would look for Route 99 in my route list here and see what the days that particular route is assigned to and allow that customer to sign up on those days. Editing a route is just as easy. So I'm going to go back to the View Add Edit Route screen. I'm going to click Edit Route. Okay. And so now we have the route that we want to edit. We're going to click the Edit button, and we're simply going to draw whatever we would like the route to look like. And you can see the updated route area has been saved. So that's really it. I've created a route, I've edited the route, and I've connected it to Smart on the back end by simply adding the route ID. And so now anybody that signs up in that area will automatically be assigned to the service days that that area corresponds to on the back end of Smart. And that's pretty much it for the WordPress plugin that we've created. I think it makes the process incredibly simple for customers to sign up and request a pickup. And it also helps track conversions through the API signup form at the beginning. So all in all, it's a solution that solves two problems that I think would be a huge benefit to really any smart user that does signups through their websites.